It's a new video. Can you believe it? I've taken some time off to rethink and recharge, but I'm back presenting you another plugin from the Komplete Ultimate collection. So I want to switch up the format a little bit from now on. Instead of producing something right here, right now, I have already finished a track using only Evolve, which is going to be the plugin for this episode. And I'm just going to jump into the session with you and show you the things that I've done, so techniques that I've used, and just how I used the instrument to create this track. Evolve is actually, I think it's from 2009. It's produced by HEAVYOCITY. It's a really kind of legendary plugin. I think on their website they advertise it as the hidden secret in sound design or something like that. I don't know about that, but I had a lot of fun using this and I think it has great potential. So without any further talking, let's just jump into Cubase and I'm going to show you what I've done. Alright, so for this track I have actually only used the Evolve R2 and none of the mutations, which are basically like standalone expansions, I think. But this plugin alone, I mean, if you look into this has I think over 1000 NKIs, so you're gonna find so many sounds in there, and even sounds that you're never gonna expect, like this one. I don't know, but it's just there's so much stuff in here. Something I want to show you beforehand, which I haven't used in this track, this vocal chants and effects library. I think especially these chants here, they just sound so great. I've used them a lot in productions before. And there's a lot of stuff like this which sounds really awesome, and you're gonna almost always find something that suits your needs. So, but yeah. So much for the plugin. Let's see what I've done with this track. Just remove this. So this is basically 3 sections. One kind of intro section, then like a build up, and then the final drop, if you want to call it that. I think the first thing I've discovered was one of these synth arpeggio things that I did not have like a clear idea in mind in what direction I wanted to go. So I kind of went through all the presets, just listened to a couple of sounds, and then went with something that inspired me. And I think it inspired me to go for some rhythmic driven percussion things. So the next thing I actually went for was looking for percussions, and percussion loops in this library are awesome. They're absolutely fantastic and I love working with them. I have used them a lot before, and just layering different percussion loops, as you can see here. These are the different loops, and I'm just layering them, cutting them in and out. Just lets you create really complex and super interesting rhythms. And this is just working with the synths in the back, just as the general vibe. And on top of that I added I think, yeah, the cymbal effects they sound really nice as well, I think. Just for some atmosphere and some impacts, I think these are. Yeah, and this kind of tongue drums pattern, just to give create some room and make it sound nice. I think these are like ambient sounds as well. Yeah, basically just filler content. And these, I absolutely love this sound. I think it's so gorgeous. Just for a build up, it works really well. Yeah, just guitar. I did not do, I don't think I did any, maybe just a little bit of production work on this. The sounds sound really, really nice and well produced out of the box already. So I mostly just took them and took them like they were and just combined them with each other. All I did was especially for the drums, which you can hear here, I just looked for a kit that fit the vibe with some distortion, and I filter them in. That's basically, I think, the only effect I ever used. They're coming in and they're working with the... Oh, this is not in sync now. Yeah. Right, so in the second part, I took out some of the energy that the first part built up out again. And I worked with, I think... Yeah, I think the main element is again this percussion loop from the same library, I think, as the ones before. Some toms playing, and these are again accompanied by these stings here. They're just giving some ambient noise together with the percussion hits. Well, these sound really nice as well. There's just so many unique sounds in there. Yeah, these sound gorgeous as well. And these gong effects, which make it sound kind of creepy, scary almost. It builds a lot of tension here, especially with these bass hits. I mean, they add a lot of epicness, which is why I put them in. I think they sound really nice, especially after build up and drop. Yeah, I think it just works really well. This is just playing in the background, just keeping the rhythm alive, because we have established this rhythm in the first part, and I didn't want to cut it out completely, just to keep the flow of the song going. I think after, in the second part of the... The second part of the build-up introduces this synth pattern before it goes into the drop. And this one, I filtered this one in as well, just for dramatic purpose, and it's again coming together with these guitar metal waves, which I absolutely love. I think they're just working really well as a riser in this context. Again, I was layering percussion loops here. There's not too much going on here, it's just building up. The main element here would be the synth is coming in slowly, and it's really hyping up the tension, and then before it goes into the drop. I try to build a rhythm that is kind of, I mean, it's really straightforward, don't get me wrong, but I try to make it as complex as possible. I think it basically winds around this drum loop. It's not a loop, I created. This is the only thing that's not playing a loop, because I programmed this myself and then added loops to it, especially those percussion loops here, which I layered. I think it sounds really nice and interesting. There's so much going on, it's really detailed, although without putting too much effort in it, it's really rewarding to work with the library. Do have some... Yeah, these are just some effects layered on top. This as well. again, it's the same basis here. It's just, yeah, works. And then there is the synth pattern, which takes kinda, I didn't want to go with the same pattern as in the, I think this one works really well for the build-up, but for the actual drop, I wanted to go like a little bit more subtle, don't have it as much in your face as the build-up would suggest. So I think this one, to just put a little bit more focus on the rhythm actually and the percussions. Yeah, I have this one as well. It's layered on top. And this one actually, there is a feature in Evolve which is called trigger FX. So basically you play a loop, any loop, it works with percussions, arpeggios and everything. And then I'm going to show you in the plugin actually. Then you have these trigger effects. So if you press a button, you're going to see that I think I've used, yeah, the loop's playing and then a second button is pressed and it activates an effect as long as the button is pressed. I've used this on the panna, and then occasionally the filter sets in as well. So you can go really creative with this and play around a lot with these different effects. I don't think they sound too great, well, all of them, but there's definitely room for creativity here as well. Yeah, that's layered with the synths. Actually, that's basically already almost it for this part. It's just focusing on the rhythm and the complexity of the rhythm. And I think here, yeah, after on the second repetition, I have this guitar Clean Angels preset, which just plays a couple nice notes to give it some melodic content as well, because that's what I do. It's a nice reverb, sounds really lush. Also rhythmically kind of interesting, I think. Yeah, and then it drops down into this kind of ethereal sound, which just plays the melody with some frozen piano intervals and this, yeah, this glass rod thing. I think that's a hit, yeah. Well, that's a hit as well, yeah. That's how it comes in. Just to give it a nice little touch at the end. Yeah, that's basically already everything I've done with this song. It's not super complex, but I think what it shows is that even with that little bit of work that I put in here, it sounds kind of more complex than it is, because the loops and the sounds have such a high quality. And there is just so many of them that if you just play around for an hour, you're definitely gonna find stuff that works together really well, and you get really satisfying results really quickly. So I'm gonna let you listen to the full song right now, and after that I'll see you again with some final thoughts. Okay, just some final thoughts on this. I loved working with Evolve. I think it's just a gold mine of sounds. The variety is huge, and I think almost every time you're looking into it, you're gonna find something that fits your current project or anything. I mean the track didn't turn out super original, but I don't think that's how it's intended to be used after all, so it just shows the potential this library has. I think especially the percussion stuff, it's super clean, it's super nice to play around, combine different layers of loops. Maybe for the synth arpeggios and patterns, it's just, I think you almost always would be better off recreating something with a synth plugin. You're just more flexible with the tonal stuff and everything, I don't know, but it just works really well together, everything. So yeah, that's it already for this episode. I hope you liked it. It's just a showcase of what I've done with this plugin. Feel free to subscribe and follow this channel. There's gonna be coming a lot more, especially now that Komplete 13 has been released. I'm planning on releasing a lot of content for that as well, so stay tuned. Follow me on Instagram if you want some behind the scenes stuff, and let me know what you think in the comments. I'll be waiting there ready to answer. Until then, see you next time. Bye.